In April 1945, American forces landed on a tiny island off Okinawa, but the Japanese defenders were waiting in caves, tunnels, and fortified positions. By April 1945, American forces were fighting their way across Okinawa. The largest amphibious operation of the Pacific War was underway. But just off the western coast of Okinawa lay a small island that could provide the Americans with something extremely valuable. Ie Shima? The island was relatively small, but its location made it strategically important. They constructed fortified positions, caves, trenches, and concealed firing positions. The Americans knew they were not going to take Ie Shima without a fight. On 16 April 1945, U.S. forces began landing on the island. American naval guns and aircraft struck Japanese defensive positions before the assault. Then landing craft moved toward the beaches. U.S. Army soldiers came ashore and began pushing inland. Japanese defenders responded with machine gun fire, mortars, artillery, and attacks from concealed positions. The terrain was difficult. American troops had to clear Japanese defensive positions while advancing across exposed ground. Among the Americans covering the fighting was one of the most famous war correspondents of the Second World War, Ernie Pyle. Pyle had become famous for writing about ordinary American soldiers and their experiences on the battlefield. He had followed American troops through North Africa, Italy, France, and the Pacific. On 18 April, Pyle was traveling with soldiers near a Japanese machine gun position. As he and the soldiers moved along a road, Japanese machine gun fire erupted. Pyle was struck in the head and killed. He was only 44 years old. His death shocked Americans at home and soldiers who had followed his work. But the battle continued. American forces steadily pushed Japanese defenders back. They used tanks, artillery, infantry, and flamethrowers to destroy fortified positions. The Japanese defenders fought from caves and concealed positions, making the advance slow and costly. By 21st April, organized Japanese resistance on Ie Shima had largely collapsed. The island was in American hands. The Americans had secured another important position for the wider Okinawa campaign. Engineers soon began improving the island's airfield facilities, but Ie Shima had demonstrated something that would become increasingly clear during the final months of the Pacific War. This was episode 74 of my Pacific Theater series. Comment yes if you want episode 75 and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any new episodes.